So today is going to be a pretty complex message. I have no idea why I hear what I hear and for who that message is going to be for. So I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go with it. So welcome to my channel. You're here for a reason. My name is Susanna. Welcome back. Or if you're new, welcome. This message found you for a reason. So let's begin. And the message is, so bear with me, okay? Because I'm a little bit confused in what Spirit wants me to bring to your attention today, because I feel like it's going to be for multiple collectives. So please take it as it resonates, okay? Hold on, let me settle in a little bit more. So the first message will be, you're not your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. You are not your past. This is for someone. The second message is going to be something that I heard from Alexi Panos. I hope I'm saying her name right. Her saying that, and it just got stuck in my head because it is so beautifully put that I'm like, I'm stealing it. I'm going to be using it to broadcast the messages as well, but I am not taking credit for it. And the message is, stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. Stop explaining yourself to people who made it their purpose to misunderstand you. Okay? So this is going to be it. And oh my God, what was the third? There was so many messages. I don't know how they're tied in together. So you'll have to just flow with me and see where this message will take us. We will use the cards for some intuitive guidance, but in some shape or form, I feel like it is connected. I feel like it is connected one with another. The quality of your thoughts and also what you allow people in your life or people who you're separating from to tell you about yourself, and you believe it, and their words became your thoughts. Okay, confusing, I know, so bear with me, okay? So Spirit, heartbroken. Some of you guys are heartbroken, deep in fears and in thoughts. Oh, you know what I'm hearing, guys? Like some of you guys are going through a separation right now. Some of you, I'm sorry. I'm sending you a big hug, guys. You're at a battle right now with someone or with yourself, even with your thoughts. Can be. Take it as it resonates. Spirit, why Five of Wands here? Why Five of Wands? Page of Swords. I feel like you're having a battle with you, on top of a battle that you might have with someone right now, and you are not necessarily learning from those mistakes. You know, guys, like what I heard this morning, and I was planning to do this message a little bit later, but you know, when I feel cold, and I try to squeeze it in my day. But when I heard you are not your thoughts, it did remind me that that was the very first thing that my therapist, when I was in therapy, that's what she said when I asked for her advice and guidance in terms of how do I deal with negative thoughts, with the thoughts of the reality, with the thoughts of a future, the fear, the all-consuming, like, fear. It was consuming me, the fear and the doubt and the negative thoughts, like weird kind of thoughts of all kinds, the fear of everything. But fear is how I can describe all those thoughts, like if I would have to summarize. And the very first thing that she said, that you're not your thoughts. And at first I didn't fully understand it, yet I just surrendered to her words and to actually starting to believe that indeed I'm not my thoughts. I have thoughts, I think thoughts, but this is not who I am. So don't allow the quality of your thoughts to dictate the quality of your life, okay? It's the message for somebody, I don't know. We all have, like, again, temperance, you see, everything in moderation. Temperance is telling that not only that you're not alone, but also like everything needs to be harmonized. Everyone has negative thoughts. Everybody goes through those kind of, not the highest quality thoughts, low vibration feelings and thoughts, but do not allow them to consume you. So create better thoughts, start thinking better thoughts. The second message was some people in your life, are convincing you that you're not a good person, or you're not worthy, or you are not lovable, or whatever, and you made it your own thoughts. You started believing them to a point where they are your own thoughts. Hierophant wanted to come out over here. But I feel like you guys are seeking for advice as well. That's why I felt this like really, really urge to mention you, that when I was in therapy, like that was my teacher at that time. My spiritual awakening, by the way, the propelled one, like the massively propelled one, started with me going to therapy, asking for help. And then all the teachers that were needed for my journey, for my path, for my awakening journey, they just appeared. So I feel like you are either looking for advice, you're either looking for help, or this is a confirmation that you need to seek help. Yesterday I did a reading, a channeled message. It was about you needing, maybe some of you, but that was like to a collective who needs to be vulnerable enough to ask for help and not feel bad about it, because this journey is not meant to be walked alone. It's not. It is not. The devil wanted to come out, it just flew out. This is your negative thoughts. This is the limiting beliefs. This is the self-doubt. This is the temptations of going back to the old ways of being. But I feel like, again, with the Hierophant over there, guys, like your Eight of Cups is like, I feel like some of you guys are walking away. You're seeking for help. You're looking for advice. You're looking for messages that will guide you towards a better life. And I'm so proud of you for that. Yes, guys. Yes, absolutely. The wheel is turning in your favor. You're ending those cycles of limiting beliefs, which is, it makes me so happy, guys. Like, that's what I do, Like, and I'm trying to bring more messages of that transformation to the world, because it is so crucial, important. If you want to change the quality of your life, guys, I'm telling you, if you want like new beginnings in absolutely everything, Ace of Pentacles is over here. Like, you need to be willing to look at yourself from a different perspective and be willing to change, to make massive changes. You know what that was the third one that okay, thank you so much. What I heard, that you have to completely give up your old identity if you want to step into a new version of who you are meant to be. If you are willing to give up the old version of your identity, of who you were, and not allow people from your past to drag you into the old beliefs, into the old ways of being. It is so like the reward that is going to be waiting for you on the outside, not on the outside, on the other side of that transformation is just going to be freaking mind-blowing, guys. Like, mind-blowing. You don't know my life, but I can, like, for me, I have that certainty in my life's journey, in everything that I went through. I am a living proof to myself. And the way I said that you don't know me, so you don't know, right? Like what I went through, and you don't know how I live right now. But I know that I am my own living proof that the quality of your thoughts, that the quality of your beliefs, the beliefs that you're not even conscious of, because it is all run by your subconscious, like by rewiring your belief system, by rewiring your subconscious mind into believing and knowing that you are worthy of so much more. And walking away from people, places, and faces and energies that are no longer aligned with who you want to become. Let's say, what comes to mind? Let's say if you had, it's a very, very obvious example, but I feel like I need to say it. Let's say if you are someone who had a drinking problem or drug addictions or whatever substance addiction or anything addiction that you had, but you are walking on this path of getting rid of it, basically. Well, not getting rid of it, but working through it, so you are not aligned with it anymore. So you are not that person who is having that kind of addiction, whether it's alcohol, drugs, smoking, food, sex, whatever it is. And if you keep hanging out with the people who are still living in that world of addiction, oh, you will not be able to shift into that new identity of yours, because you will be always surrounded by people who constantly tempt you into coming back to the old version of who you are. Don't hold back to those people. Don't hold back to those places, guys. Those people have to go, so something new can enter your life, something that actually uplifts, inspires, and propels you into the version of yourself who you want to become. You need to surround yourself. I don't know, this message is very loud, that you need to surround yourself with people who have mindset of growth mindset, who are looking for self-improvement, who working on self, who work on making their life better too, but not wallowing over like the issues and problems. And you know how like this saying goes, the misery loves company. So don't surround yourself with people who make it their life's purpose to live in misery. You're changing it, guys. The Wheel of Fortune wanted to come out again. Spirit, what do you want to advise for this collective? And again, guys, I feel like again, Two of Cups is coming. New beginnings are coming your way in love, in friendships, in probably even career opportunities. But more than anything, it's union in love and friendships. So you are entering a new era of life where you start to believe that you are worthy of everything that you desire, and all the seeds that you have planted, they will come as a harvest. You need to be a little bit more patient and have faith. Look, Nine of Cups over here, your cups will be filled. So this is the confirmation for you to, from God, from universe, from all that is, that the seeds that you plant today into your transformation for a better life, you will harvest, you will reap the harvest of your efforts, of your struggles, of your pain, but it will be so worth it. The other side of transformation, the reward you're gonna get is like undescribable, how cool and amazing and awesome it is in so many ways, starting with your self-worth and continuing with material rewards. Okay, I feel like the message that stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you, this is about that group of people who you are no longer aligned with. Those people who don't want to change, those people who don't want to transform, those people who commit their own lives to misery, I feel like, again, you're ending that cycle, but you're still lingering a little bit in the energy of those people not understanding you and judging you, and kind of judging you and saying that, who do you think you are? Or you think you're better than us? All of that like crap, trying, like with that devil card, trying to pull you back into the old existence, into the old ways of being, into the old habits, addictions, I'm hearing, into the old life of limiting beliefs and misery. Misery is very loud in here, but you're not that person anymore. You're the empress, you're the emperor who wants to be abundant, and you starting slowly but surely realizing that you are worthy of a life that one day at some point in your past version of you, you could only dream of. But now you're slowly but surely starting to realize that you too can have it. And you are starting to get out of your comfort zone by seeking help, by asking for guidance and advice, walking away from what is not serving you anymore. And don't feel bad. Here I am giving you permission slip to not feel bad for purging the people and the places that are no longer aligned with the version of you who you know that you want to become. These people, I feel like they don't have a growth mindset, not yet at least. But be a good example to them. Don't try to explain yourself. Don't try to explain your motives, your desires, your dreams to people who are committed to misunderstanding you, because they are not of the same vibration with you anymore. You are on a higher vibration right now. You are guided. Your path is illuminated, and theirs will be or will not be. That is not your responsibility to carry their transformation, their change. If they're not willing to make their life better, and they're choosing to live in bitterness, to choosing to live in wallowing over something and complaining and choosing misery over actual change, transformation towards happiness and fulfillment in their life, that is not your responsibility to carry. You are responsible for your own choices. And what you can do for them, if you really, really want to help them, you work on yourself. You change your old ways of being. Be the example. Be the example. You know what comes to mind is like, I'm into gardening lately. So, and I, for those of you who know me, I love metaphors and analogies. And you know what I was thinking? Like one day I was washing raspberries, and I looked at the raspberry, and it's like one little raspberry, right? But how many seeds that raspberry has? An analogy came to my mind that, you know, that the fruit that is harvested carries so many seeds that can create so many other raspberries that the life around them can enjoy the fruit of that labor. So you are that seed who planted the seed of your own transformation. And then by the time you will be reaping your own harvest, you will be able, by you being you, transformed you, you will be able to be that raspberry who basically, by your transformation, being the example, you're planting so many seeds for others, and others as the seeds as well. You know, you're walking around being a good example, being the new version of you, showing what is possible. And by you being you, showing what is possible, a transformation is real. And a new way of being, you're showing to others, and you're basically walking around and planting all those seeds. And some of those seeds will sprout, and some of them will not. But it's not your job to decide which of those seeds will sprout or not. It is God's. Okay? So, yeah. Be a good example. Be a good example. Yeah. Because from a student, some of you will become teachers too. But yeah, you're ending those cycles of grief, of limiting belief, of victimhood mentality. And I'm telling you guys, some of you will become teachers, and some of you will lead those who went astray. You will lead those towards a life of change, towards a life of transformation, by you going through that. Because if you didn't go through that, you would not know, you would not relate, you would not understand. You would not understand what it feels like to go through something and teaching it to others if you haven't experienced that kind of experience for yourself. Sorry for saying the word experience so many times. I'm telling you, like, you've been disappointed, but here is God giving you an opportunity that it is being asked of you to not look away from it, because previous opportunities or previous experiences, they were a big disappointment to you, like people, friends, or work opportunities. But this is like, look at that cup. It's a different cup. And God is telling you, take it. It's a very different cup from those three. Okay, so look at it and recognize that something is knocking on your door for the karmic cycles, endings, and new beginnings. The world card is the card of ending cycles, and it's a card of completion. You are completing that cycle of staying small, of staying in your comfort zone, but being miserable, okay? You are ending those cycles. You're completing those cycles, and you're starting like a new era of your life with new, death card wanted to come out. You are ending those cycles. You're ending that way of being. You're ending that way of how you used to know yourself as. You're not your past. So the world card, guys, on the bottom, again, another confirmation that you are completing the cycles of playing it small, of having like so much self-doubt and hearing to all those voices of the naysayers who perhaps these were the people from your past who served their purpose. And it's time to let them go. It's time to leave them behind, end those cycles, and start the new one. Some of you, by the way, guys, will be traveling the world, literally. But this is the card of wholeness, and I feel like some of you guys are finally starting to realize that you are worthy. You are. You're getting the clarity. Yes, guys, look, Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, guys. So you're getting from working through the shadow self, you're coming from fears. Your fears, by the way, with the sun card, the moon and the sun. Look, guys, it's so beautiful. Your fears are being illuminated. You're looking them in the face, and you realize that the old ways of being are no longer serving you, okay? And the clarity with the Ace of Swords here, you're gaining clarity that the old ways of being are no more. No more. No more of that. You are worthy of so much more. The Sun card here is the ultimate happiness, is the beautiful, beautiful confirmation that you are worthy of everything that it is you desire, and you are entering that era of your life, guys. This is so beautiful. So yeah, you see like how complicated, not complicated, but complex that message was. But yeah, I feel like it was important for me to bring it all together in like a little bit of a mumble jumbled, unclear insights, and then structure it into putting it into a more logical or more explainable and understandable and clear message for you to understand, as much as for me too. Guys, I'm going to close with that message. You are the manifester. You are the creator of your reality. And this is a confirmation that you can create the reality of your dreams. And I feel like you're already slowly but surely starting to realize that, gaining clarity that indeed everything is possible as long as you're willing to let the old identity of your past version, basically. No, let me rephrase it. As long as you are willing to let go of everything that you think that you are and step into the transformation and the change into something who you're meant to be. I hope that makes sense. Spirit, what is the parting message? Oh, you're ready to fly. Just so sparrow, like flying so freely. Like there was a free fall there, like going up and just like a free fall. So beautiful, so free. You are liberating yourself, guys. You are starting to slowly but surely liberating yourself from the past beliefs, from the past, and knowing you're not your past. You're not your past. Your past does not define your future and even your present. We all make mistakes. I feel like I need to say that. Spirit, what is your parting message, guidance? Choose wisely. Choose wisely. Whatever it is, however it is applicable to your life, choose wisely. The people that you surround yourself with, choose wisely. The thoughts that you're thinking, and choose wisely. Who do you want to be in your life? Spirit, I want one more message, please. Yes, you're getting clear again. Clarity, clarity. Some of you are gaining clarity, and for some of you guys, you need to get clarity. Okay. Spirit, what is the final advice? Guidance, please. Advice. Loud and clear. Clear message, please. Choose wisely the people in your life. Choose wisely the people that you surround yourself with. And that's it. More than anything, I'm getting to that. But you know what also comes to my mind, like that message that I said earlier, that you needing also like to ask for help and be brave and vulnerable enough to actually ask for help. So this is again, if you're just in the very, very beginning of your transformational journey, there is nothing wrong for asking for help. You're not meant to go through this journey alone. This is the card of friendships, of celebrations, of family connections, of love. And this is the card of celebration, but also it is more than anything, I hear two messages. So it's maybe it's for all of you, maybe not, but so take it as it resonates, but it will be a message. Some of you need to ask for help from your friends and family, the people in your community that you truly, truly trust and can be opening your heart to and be vulnerable with, who is a safe space for you. And for others, guys, like this is another reminder who are already in the midst of their transformation, that you are at this crossroad where you need to choose wisely the people in your life that you choose to spend your time, your energy, and your resources with. So choose wisely the people that you surround yourself with. Don't feel bad for letting go of those people who are committed to misunderstanding your path. I hope that helped, guys. I hope that reading resonated with you, that those messages, you found them helpful. And I forgot what I wanted to say. Anyway, guys, I hope it resonated, and I hope this message was helpful on your journey, on your transformation journey. And yes, here we go. We got a confirmation. You are strong. You are stronger than you think. So walk away from what no longer serves you, guys. And if you feel like you need a little bit of guidance, if you feel like you need a little bit of like a little bit of a blueprint towards your transformation. I don't know, for some of you guys who don't know me, I am a personal transformation guide, and I help people find their way back to themselves, to create a life that they're truly, truly deserving of. So if you're interested, all the descriptions are in my bio or on my channel. Shoot me a message on the social media. If you want to work, it's all private, it's all, incognito and discreet. And I will book a 1-hour call with you for free, and we can start working together and go from there. Anyway, guys, I wish you all the best. May the blessings find you, and I'll see you in the next message. Bye.